This is her story. People, be brave, be beautiful. This is her story, her story. This is her story. People, be brave, be beautiful. This is her story. Every
Hello, 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 hello. This is a impromptu recording. I actually just had a recording with AM Affirmation Space, and sometimes we go into conversations after we record. And we were talking about some stuff, and I just wanted to bring it on this platform. Wrote out something, few things here with my assistant, and I just want to jump right in. If you see the topic, it's stay aware, move strategically. It's a conversation on preparedness, awareness, and community empowerment. And this is to the hearers. Share this video with a friend, share this video with someone that needs to hear it. I think everyone needs to hear this, or have a conversation. Again, if you want to use my platform, I'm here. If you want to meet on Zoom, if you want to meet in person, let's talk about the things we're not talking about. Before jumping in, I am going to play a quick advertisement on my book, Luck, Chance, Coincidence, God's Favor. Available now. And I know that was a quiet advertisement, but I hope you were able to kind of view the things on the screen. So before I jump into today's topic, seeing that came up, I now have a copy of my newly released Luck, Chance, Coincidence, God's Favor, the new edition. And this is dear to me. And if you are the first person to comment, this book is yours. It's a signed copy of my book. Yeah, it's a great story. And I'm getting feedback. I'm getting feedback, and I'm just humbled. I'm honored to be the writer. All right. So if you comment first on this video, this book is yours. All right. Okay. And of course, we have I Am pocket sized book of affirmations. So here we go. We live in a time where rapid changes are happening in our country, socially, politically, and economically. The question is, are we paying attention? I, for one, since the pandemic, I don't really watch the news. I was a news person. Every morning, Good Morning America never failed. While getting ready for work, that was my morning ritual. Since COVID, it was just a little too much, and I really stopped. But are we paying attention? Am I paying attention? And honestly, I'm not. I'm not paying enough attention. I was told that I should because I have a platform that I can talk about things and have people on. So that's one of my intentions this year, is to pay more attention to the news. Are we positioning ourselves wisely? Today, we're going to discuss how to stay aware, move strategically, and ensure our families and communities are not left behind. Awareness and strategic movement. We have to move when they move. They figure it out. What does that mean? It means we cannot afford to be blind to what's happening around us. New laws, economic shifts, policies affecting they are affecting our communities. And I mean, not just communities where you live, but communities in our country. Staying informed isn't just about watching the news, it's about understanding how these changes impact our daily lives. Follow credible sources of information, get involved in community discussions, question everything, don't accept information at face value. When we see shifts happening, Whether it's inflation, job market changes, or new regulations, we must move accordingly. That means adjusting our finances, our skills, and even our mindset. And I'm going to touch on that. Somebody reached out to me the other day. Hey, where are you moving to? Are you moving out of the US? I didn't think about it because I didn't really know what was going on. And then once I realized what was going on, although I'm trusting God in all of this, I'm not going to live in fear, but I need to have a plan. I need to have a plan. And we know that AI, we're in the age of technology. So whether it's my job, figuring out how AI can help my job skills and my skills, personal skills, let's do it, right? We have YouTube University and we have other platforms where we can tap in and we can up our skills. So, and again, even our mindset, we can definitely make those type of moves. Mental strength and decompression. We can't afford mental weakness. The challenges we face are tough. They are tough, but we have to be tougher. Stress, anxiety, and hopelessness weaken us. So how do we stay mentally strong? We decompress, find healthy ways to manage stress. Prayer, meditation, journaling, working out, or even just disconnecting for a moment. Last night, I actually put on ocean sounds and I just wanted that, you know? Sometimes my mind is just going, whether it's ideas, not to say worry, but life. And I just needed to decompress, turn my TV off, my eye mask on, and ocean music. Guard your mind. Social media can flood us with negativity. Take in what's necessary, but do not let it consume you. And support each other. Check in on your people. Mental strength comes from unity, and I'll talk about that. Going through a hard time, you realize who's your friends, who's with you, who's on your side. And people that I thought would be there haven't been there, right? And this is serious talk, like real talk. And last week, I got a surprise from my best friend from New York, literally randomly. And she knows she could do this. That's the type of friendship we have. Knocked my door. And we spent 4 days together. And we had a great time. And that was wonderful. That was her supporting me, whether it was celebrating a birthday, whether it was me in return celebrating her birthday and her accomplishments, but just being there for me and supporting me in my home with the children and all the things meant the world. And that's mental strength. And that's what we need. We need each other. Be prepared, store up and manage resources. We've seen shutdowns before. And again, if you know, you know. Things I'm not going to say, but if you know, you know. We've seen shutdowns before. Economic downturns happen. Supply chain issues arise. Are you prepared for the unexpected? Stock up. Keep essentials on hand: food, water, medicine, emergency funds. Manage your money. Every dollar counts. Learn how to budget, save, and invest wisely. And, you know, and even in going back to emergency funds, have cash on hand. Have emergency cash on hand. That's important. Think long term. Don't just live for today. Yes, we're living in the present, but because of what's happening, think long term. Plan for the future, because those who prepare are the ones who survive. All right. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about it. And I know you're listening. Take notes, but let's talk about it. It's going to make sense. All right. Education and knowledge sharing. We can't keep knowledge to ourselves. And y'all know I'm big on sharing information, whether it's a link, whether it's reposting, whether it's just sharing. Show the next generation. I'm sorry. We must educate both elders and youth and ourselves, because we realize our elderly, they may not know what's happening and how to tap into certain platforms and things where they can get easy information, right? And then the young ones, they may not understand, but because of, again, living in this tech savvy world, they can catch on really quickly. So let us take time to educate both elderly and our youth, and of course ourselves. Teach financial literacy. I am going to have a webinar soon I think this month or next month, on a book that I was gifted with, but it's based on financial literacy, financial empowerment. And I'm also going to share an episode on from AM Affirmation Space, where we talked about financial empowerment. So teach financial literacy. Show the next generation how to build wealth, not just spend money. I'm going to repeat that again. Show the next generation how to build wealth, not just spend money. Educate the elderly. Help them navigate technology, as mentioned, healthcare changes, and financial safety. A colleague of mine from the hospital I worked at in New York is running for mayor of New York. And one question he posed was, what idea do you have where our elderlies don't have to work? Why do our 60s, 70s, 80s grannies and granddads and uncles and aunts, why are they working? Because they have to, not that they want to, but they have to. So how do we stop that? How do we, build financial safety for them? How do we navigate technology and, of course, healthcare? Because one day we're going to get to those numbers. And what would that look like for us? Share knowledge. If you learn something valuable, don't keep it to yourself. Don't be a gatekeeper. We again had a discussion. It was so good. And our mentors are dying, and they're dying with the secret sauce. Don't keep it to yourself. Knowledge is power, but share the knowledge. If you learn something valuable, don't keep it to yourself. Pass it on. Knowledge is power, but only when it's shared. Love, positivity, and speaking up. Through it all, love must be at the center, and God is love. Y'all know how I feel about that, right? Division weakens us. Let's not be divided, but love and unity makes us strong. Be positive, but not passive. Don't just hope things get better. Take action, right? We can say, we want this to happen. We want to see this happen. But if you do nothing, if you just sit there and twirl your fingers, my grandmother used to sit and do this. It's very soothing. It is very soothing. But don't just sit there. Do something. Take action, right? Don't just hope things get better. Take action. And I was in a meeting 2 weeks ago in my town, part of the NAACP Council, Youth and Adult Council, and we talked about things like that, and come together, be united, and talk about the things. Take action. Don't just sit and ponder what's going to happen next. Listen, like I said, be in the know. So when they move, we move. And that's for business owners too. We don't want to be left behind. Speak up. Change doesn't come from silence. Advocate for what's right in your community, your workplace, and your culture. Speak up. Speak up. And in closing, this isn't just about surviving. It's about thriving. We talk about the year 2025 to thrive, right? Stay aware, move smart, build resilience, educate each other, and never stay silent. When they move, we move wisely, strategically, and together. All right? This was short and sweet, but because of the conversation that I just had with these queens from AM Affirmation Space, including our producer, yeah, we need to do something. So this is a start. This is me taking action and passing the baton. All right, so you're next. Tag, you're it. All right, so hope you got something from this. Share this video. Be kind, and remember, you are chosen for such a time as this. Thank you.